Apple is scrambling to update Apple Watch software to avoid a ban. Volkswagen confirms it will switch to Tesla's charging standard. And the FTC bans Rite Aid from using facial surveillance systems for 5 years. It's Wednesday, December 20th, and this is Engadget News. Apple is scrambling to make software updates to Apple Watch algorithms that measure blood oxygen levels to avoid an impending ban on the smartwatch in the U.S. over a patent dispute, according to Bloomberg. The company believes that changing how the watch measures oxygen saturation could help keep the watch on shelves during the busy holiday shopping season. The blood oxygen sensor, which was first introduced with the Apple Watch 6 in 2020, is at the heart of a patent dispute between Apple and Masimo, another California-based company that sued Apple in 2021. Masimo claimed that Apple's sensor violated 2 patents related to light-based blood oxygen monitoring that it owned. In October, the International Trade Commission upheld a ruling stating that Apple did, in fact, violate Masimo's patents. The case then went to the White House for a 60-day presidential review period, which ends next week. If President Biden does not veto the ITC's decision, Apple will be banned from selling the Apple Watch 9 and Apple Watch Ultra 2, which include blood oxygen sensing. Apple is complying preemptively with the ban and will stop selling both Apple Watch models on its website on December 21st and in retail stores on December 24th in case the veto doesn't happen. One way Apple could keep selling the watch is to settle with Masimo, but the company's last-minute race to make software changes to the watch suggests that it does not plan to do so. The company told Bloomberg that it plans to submit its software workaround to the ITC for approval. Masimo's CEO Joe Kiani told Bloomberg that he would be open to settling with Apple, but the company hasn't called him yet. He also doesn't think that a software update to the Apple Watch would resolve the situation, saying the patents aren't about the software, they're about the hardware with the software. Engadget reached out to Apple for comment on Kiani's statements. The company has previously called the ITC's ruling erroneous and plans to appeal the decision to the Federal Circuit. It's not clear whether Apple will get immediate relief. The silver lining for the company is that the ban only applies to Apple Watch sales through the company's own channels, its website, and its retail stores in the U.S. You should still be able to buy the Apple Watch through other retailers like Best Buy, Walmart, and Target. Volkswagen is the latest automaker to embrace Tesla's North American charging standard in electric vehicles. Subsidiaries Audi, Porsche, and Scout Motors will implement the NACS in their North American EVs starting in 2025 as well. The VW brands are also looking into providing owners of existing models with adapters so they can tap into Tesla's supercharger network. There are more than 15,000 supercharger stations in North America. VW's EVs will be able to charge at those in addition to more than 3,800 DC fast charging outlets run by Electrify America and Electrify Canada. With so many car makers adopting the NACS, Tesla's charging solution is becoming a de facto standard. GM, Volvo, Polestar, Mercedes, Honda, BMW, Lucid, and others have all pledged to support NACS charging within the next couple of years. ChargePoint started rolling out support for the NACS across its EV charging network in October. Electrify America plans to offer the NACS connector at its stations by 2025 as well. Rite Aid will not be able to use any kind of facial recognition security system for the next 5 years, as part of its settlement with the Federal Trade Commission, which accused it of reckless use of facial surveillance systems. The FTC said in its complaint that the drugstore chain deployed an artificial intelligence-powered facial recognition technology from 2012 to 2020 to identify customers who may have previously shoplifted or have engaged in problematic behavior. Apparently, the company had created a database with tens of thousands of customer images, along with their names, dates of birth, and alleged crimes. Those photos were of poor quality, taken by its security cameras, employees' phones, and even from news stories. As a result, the system generated thousands of false positive alerts. In addition to prohibiting the use of facial surveillance technologies, the order also requires Rite Aid to delete the photos it collected, notify consumers when their information is registered in a database for security purposes, and to provide conspicuous notices if it does use facial recognition or other types of biometric surveillance technologies. It also has to implement a proper data security program to protect the information it collects, and will need to have a third party assess it. The proposed order will take effect after being approved by the bankruptcy court, since the company is currently going through bankruptcy proceedings. Rite Aid, however, said that it fundamentally disagrees with the agency's allegations and that it stopped using the surveillance technology years ago. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism by Engadget contributors Pranav Dixit, Chris Holt, and Mariella Moon, and was produced by Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow morning with more Engadget news. And check out Engadget Next, dropping here in the same channel later today.